Hi, it's Theresa from Theresa Holistic Tarot, doing the weekly readings now and beginning. I've already done Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. That's on another video. Now it's going to start with Libra and do the rest. So bear with me. I have to tell you I'm going to keep them very brief this week because I'm feeling very under the weather today. And I have the monthly readings to put on, which will take quite a bit of time. And I'm really not feeling great. So these are going to be short and sweet. So anyway, so let's get started. Angels, spirits, guys, please let's help clear the energy, and please let's have some cards for Libra this week. What do Libra need to pay attention to energetically? So cards for Libra, please. For Libra, 3 cards for Libra. We have the Moon. We have the Hierophant. And we have the Tower. Wow, so you've got 3 major arcana cards here out of 3, which means this is something quite big. So there may be a huge energetic shift for you guys this week, Virgo. Sorry, not Libra. We're with Libra, just finished Virgo. So the Moon can really feel when I'm howling at the Moon. It's that card of when I feel I don't know my own mind, I'm second guessing myself, I don't know what to do for the best. And it really is a very personal card because it's about bringing yourself out of the shadow and into the light. So only you can gauge that. Only you know what's going on inside you. Only you know your real doubts and fears. And this week it looks as if those doubts and fears are going to be triggered. We have the Tower. So the Tower is a card of external, I mean, it's quite dramatic looking, isn't it? And so therefore, initially it can look quite frightening. But this is a card of knowing that you're going to be pushed out your comfort zone. So when you hear something this week and you feel it's either a shock or a big surprise, and you hear yourself saying, oh my God, I didn't see that coming, that you'll know you've heard your Tower moment. So the Tower moment is about external stuff that you cannot control. And that's pretty frightening for us as human beings. We like to try and control everything. So something can happen or trigger you that makes you think, oh, what do I do now? Now, it can be anything, but the major part of it is about the universe pushing you. You're being challenged, you're being pushed. So you may have hung on to indecision, not knowing your own mind, overanalyzing, second-guessing yourself. And now, where you've maybe been hanging fire and not taking a decision on something, you're being pushed to do it. Now, the Hierophant is a card of, he represents institutions, and he also represents learning. So he's quite a teacher. So it can be, it's a big card, and it represents so much. But I would be saying to you, this is about guidance for you. And you may feel that you're feeling, because of the Tower, you may feel let down by other people. Now, the Hierophant can be the legal profession, the police, the educational system, the NHS, it can be the church. So you may be feeling that when you need advice or guidance, you might feel either let down by institutions, or you may feel you need to turn to institutions for advice and guidance. Okay, because it's a little bit unsettling the positioning of those. So I need to leave those options open. But so something definitely unsettling, but it's unsettling inside you. Only you can measure the importance of it and how big it actually is. Okay, now because that card looks, now this can be actually something that might be big to you but very small to other people. This could mean that when you hear the news of somebody getting a role and you realise that person you've always loathed has become your boss, and it throws you into a complete and utter tailspin. And that's when you might need to turn to somebody and get advice. How do I manage this? How do I deal with this? So I'm not trying to make this too big, nor am I trying to downplay it. I'm just saying it's different strokes for different folks. This can be something that unsettles you, that challenges you, that pushes you out your comfort zone. and you may need to take advice or guidance about it, or you may feel let down by the very people you would normally be turning to for guidance. Because the reason I'm saying that is something flashed up for me there. It was on a personal level. It was very much to do with someone I used to work, and I felt very challenged by it. Anyway, but it may put you in a bit of a funk, second guessing yourself, not knowing what to do for the best. One minute you're thinking, yes, I can manage it, it'll be fine, I'll cope. The next minute you're sinking to the depths of despair and saying, no, I can't, no way, Jose, I just can't. So this up, down energy, you need to know that that doesn't last, but you need to know that, okay, I need to pull myself up out the shadow here, and I need to try and get more consistent. So something this week is going to rattle you guys, Libra. So I can't get away with that 3 major arcana cards. So I'm going to pull a soul card. So Angel, Spirits, Guides, can we have a soul card? Because it looks as if there's something's going to be triggering Libra this week. So Angel, Spirits, Guide, what do Libra need to be aware of, please? Fear. So whatever's happening, you're going to just go straight into fear mode, and that's very disconcerting when that's triggered for us, because that starts as catastrophizing, obviously being afraid, you're in fear, and so it's then finding a way of dealing with that fear and managing it, because it doesn't actually mean it's real just because you feel it. So write it down. Do the 3-column thing that I advocate. You know, grab a piece of paper, draw 2 lines, make 3 columns. In the first column, put down, what is this situation that I'm dreading? And then in the next column, write the worst possible case scenario, and I mean the worst, because when you're agonizing over it, you're not coming up with good scenarios, you're coming up with the worst ones. So, and then in the next column, write down, well, how would I cope? What would I do? How would I manage it? And the very fact you're switching your brain into coping mechanism can help take the sting and the fear and the underlying fear out of it, start to lessen it, and then you can see, okay, I think I'm catastrophizing, I think I'm overreacting, but I need to manage this. Okay, so I hope that makes sense for you, Libra. You can let me know next week if any of that panned out for you energetically, or was any help in being told of it in advance. So I'm going to now move on to Scorpio. Angel, Spirits, Guides, can I have some cards, please, for Scorpio? Hi, Liz. Little shout out to my sister. So I need to keep this brief, guys. I'm not feeling very well today. I'm feeling quite under the weather, and I also will be putting up the monthly Zodiac signs. So it's a lot of work involved in that, and so you will have that as backup anyway. Those will be up in a couple of days. So I'm keeping it short and sweet for this week's. So Angels, Spirits, Guides, what do Scorpios need to think about on an energetic level this week, please? Cards for Scorpio. Cards for Scorpio, please. I'm going to give one more shuffle. Feeling a bit of resistance there. Might be me. Okay. So your first card up is the 3 of Cups. So good news coming your way. 4 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So Scorpios, straight away I would be saying you would be celebrating. You'll be celebrating with your girlfriends, or it's a friendship card, but it's very female orientated. So you might have a night out with the girls, which is great. Or you might be celebrating with them, sharing your good news with other women, other friends. Look, something's come right. I'm really chuffed. Look what's happening with me. I'm really pleased. Because we have the 4 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So this is about moving, celebrating and happy, moving into an energy that's going to make you feel safer and more secure. So the Queen of Pentacles is very much about building, especially for family, a secure environment. Now, what is in the middle here is the 4 of Pentacles, and he would be saying, right, okay, now you have to really screw your head on properly. You need to be saving. You need to be very money conscious this week. You need to be thinking ahead. You need to be thinking, right, what do I need to pay out? What do I, And what about my pension? And what about my insurances? And what about my plans for the future? This is about long-term thinking, but financially. So it's about all that boring stuff sometimes that we don't like to even think about. But he's saying, yes, you need to think about it this week. So you'll be celebrating. You'll be doing some long-term thinking, long-term planning. And that's going to bring you into an energy of feeling, job done. I feel I've done that. I'm moving. So there's a lovely energy, a flowing energy in regards to Pentacles, which is not all just about money, but it's about building. It's about relationships as well, in a general way, friendships. But it's also about my health, my well-being. But it's very much about my home, about moving, about making my home secure, doing all the right things. So you might have to deal with some mundane things this week, Scorpios, but it will give you such a sense of relief, and you'll feel more secure that you've done something, which is good, and things start to take shape, and you can relax then. And definitely either a girls' night out or something well starred for you, or sharing your news with the girls. Right, I'm going to draw a soul card for you. Let's see what you have to concentrate on this week. Discipline. Aha. So discipline says here, I can accomplish what I set my mind to. And it's very much about this energy. Well, also about the long-term planning with the Queen. But my bigger goals. But also about my saving and my practical thinking and reining the spending in. I can do this. So you're being advised to just be very cautious with money. Think ahead, plan ahead, and go for the goals, and it's all beginning to come together, which is lovely. You'll feel a sense of relief after this. So if you do like these videos, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm sorry to keep asking, but I need to. So angel, spirits, guides, let's clear the energy. And we're moving on to Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, I'm keeping them brief this week, the weekly readings, because I'm feeling very under the weather today. And I also have all the Zodiac monthlies to go on today and tomorrow, and so there will be a backup there for you. So angel, spirits, guys, let's have some cards for Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to pay attention to this coming week energetically? The Four of Swords, the Ace of Swords. Oh my God, that card's looking so tatty. Okay, and the Knight of Wands. So the Four of Swords is really about taking time out. You need to do some work on yourself, some self-reflection about your goals, especially in regards to career and especially in regards to your passion. So if you've got a dream project, if you have something you really want to achieve, something you've been dreaming of, working towards, it's going to be in the forefront of your mind this week. And what the cards are actually saying is you need to take time out by yourself and prioritize. So a bit of self-care for you this week. Looking, being good to yourself, being kind to yourself, looking after yourself, because you might not be 100%. But also getting clear in your head about what it is you want to achieve, because you've got this ace, so you've got a beginning, and this is also that light bulb moment. So when the light goes on after the digging deep, so you may have to really do a bit of work on yourself, start to write things down, and you will realize something this week. You will realize something about moving on, what shape you want to, how it has to look, what it is you want to achieve. Something will become clearer to you this week, really will become clearer, but very much in regards to either your job, your career, or something you're passionate about. It could be learning about a relationship, it could be, but it would have to be a highly passionate relationship to start with. So that rules out for me, like most friendships, because this feels passionate in a sexual way. So just it may be about somebody's relationship, but in the main, it's about job, career, or projects that you've maybe been dreaming of doing. So I'm going to pull a soul card for you. And before I go and do this, can I just ask if you're enjoying these videos to like, share, and subscribe? I would appreciate that. So angel spirits, guys, let's have a soul card for Sagittarians. Okay, patience. So yeah, that's fine. So you need to have patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. So if it feels it's been hectic, if it feels it's not happening fast enough, he's very active. He's very driven. So there'll be a part of you going, come on, do it, do it. But you're being urged, time out for you, a little bit of nourishment for you. Go and have some lovely hot baths with candles. Go and treat yourself to a spa. Go and look after you. The rest will come. The rest will follow on. And you really will get some clarity this week, which is great. Okay. Okay, Sagittarius, I'm going to move on now. And I'll see you next week, hopefully. So, angel spirits, guides, let's clear the energy and have some cards for Capricorn, please. So, excuse me. So Capricorns, I have to advise you quickly that this is going to be quite short and brief. The weeklies, because I'm feeling very under the weather today. And I'm doing the monthly readings over the next 2 days, so that takes an awful lot of work. And I'm trying to conserve my energy. Plus, you'll have that as backup, because they'll be on by tomorrow and Monday. So angel spirits, guys, can we have some cards for Capricorn, please? What do they need to pay attention to on a spirit level this week? 7 of Wands. The Moon. And the 2 of Cups. Okay. Right. It's interesting, because the 2 of Cups can actually mean a relationship, but it can be a partnership. So the 7 of Wands is very much about defending what you care about, defending what you're passionate about. So you might be forced into a situation of having to make a decision or take a choice or support somebody, take a stance. You might be forced into taking sides, which you might be allowed to do, but I think there's no getting away from it. You're going to have to do something. So with the Moon, you might be agonizing over this, and it might make you lose some sleep. You might feel really in 2 minds. You know, what do I do for the best here? And it's a very fluctuating, fluid energy, the Moon. And we're fluid, you know, we're 98% water or something like that. So this week you might feel you don't know your own mind. This week you might feel up, down, up, down, up, down. You might feel, oh my word, why can't I just stick with something? One day I'm saying, yes, I'll do it. And the next day, no, hold off, no, I can't, no. And the 7 of Wands is saying you really do need to be clear about how you want to move forward, because you're going to have to stand your ground. And you're going to fight or maybe stand up for something. But in the meantime, you've got all this emotion going on that's up and down like a yo-yo. And it's very much in regards to a relationship or a partnership. So this feels a little bit for me like outside energy, external energy that's pushing you. And you're going to be forced to confront something this week. And that's a shame, because it feels a little bit, it actually doesn't feel bad, but it just feels, not aggressive. It feels, why do I have to, you know, it feels like that to me. So Capricorn, the first thing I would be saying to you is get clear about what's important to you, because somebody else might well be plugging and pulling at your guilt, you know, prodding the buttons. Because this is your relationship with somebody. It could be a love relationship, it could be a family relationship, it could be a work relationship, and you're in 2 minds. Do I, don't I? What's for the best? And you'll be up, down, as I said, like a yo-yo. So you need, first and foremost, get clear of what it is that you need to do for you. Okay? So angel spirits, guys, let's have a soul card, please, for Capricorn. Now, Capricorn, if you're enjoying any of these videos, will you please like, share, and subscribe? I would really appreciate that. Okay, so a soul card for Capricorn. And we've got self-esteem. Okay, so the actual wording on the card is, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So somebody can be looking out for themselves, looking to benefit from themselves, and it's really creating some turbulence in you, and it can affect you because their push, their desire to make themselves better or their lives better can be triggering stuff in you. It can be, okay, oh my God, maybe I'm a lousy mum, maybe I'm a crappy sister, maybe I'm a horrible friend, maybe I'm not, but you need to stay firm. You might actually realize in this card here, this up down, that you are actually being manipulated possibly by somebody, or they're trying to manipulate you. And the up down thing is you can understand it, but the other part is you don't like it, and the other part is you want to help. The other part is, you know, that it's actually going against the grain to do something. So get clear. This week your energy is all about get clear. What do you need? And you need to stand firm. And do not allow anybody else's manipulation to affect you. Easier said than done, I know, but be aware of it this week at least. Be aware. Be aware of your mood fluctuating, and actually pay attention to who's trying to manipulate you. Okay? So, angel spirits guides. Can we have some cards, please, for Aquarius? So, angel spirits guides, what do we need? Oh, and Aquarius, I need to tell you, this is going to be very brief today, short and sweet. I've got the monthly readings going up as well, and today I'm not feeling great. I've already had to stop the first reading, which I was beginning to mess up. So, anyway, not feeling great, a little bit under the weather, but trying to get on with my readings, and I've got the 12 Zodiac monthly readings are quite a lot of work, so I need to sort of try and focus on those. So you have those anyway going up as backup after this short and sweet one. So angel spirits guides, what do Aquarians need to pay attention to energetically this week? We've got the King of Swords, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, and we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Great. Really good cards, Aquarian. Bring it on. I'm loving it. Okay. King of Swords, it's all about your truth and how you communicate with people as well. So Ace of Pentacles, new beginning, new start, new venture, new something. Something's going to come in. It may germinate this week. You may be in communication with somebody to bring about something happening. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is very much about safety, security, stability. So building something, making something happen this week that works for you, because it has to work for you. It's the King of Swords. It's about you communicating your needs, your wants, your desires very clearly to somebody, very unemotionally. No, this is it. If it's not this way, then it's not acceptable. But Ace of Pentacles is normally something that meets my material needs. It's not normally a relationship, but it can be. But it can be about a home. It can be about money. It can be about a will. It can be about a job. It can be my new career move. It can be building. It can represent any communication about anything which is pertaining to my earthly needs. It can also be a relationship, but not really particularly a love relationships, because the Pentacles cover friendships and everything being well in my world. So this is so energetically there's something coming in, and I really am welcoming that news, because I need a little bit of a boost. Don't know about you guys. Right, so, but the King of Swords as well represents your truth, so be honest with yourself. Don't, and he's the top of the tree when it comes to the swords. So he's not asking you to, he's asking you to be respectful. He's very, this is a very moral card, very decent card, very decent energy. But he's asking you to be true to you, so don't sacrifice yourself. Just don't. Make sure whatever negotiations you have this week in regards to anything involving your home, your friendships, travel, anything, just make sure, and your health especially, just make sure you cut to the chase politely and say your truth as it is for you, how you see it. Don't hold back. Loneliness. So you need, the card wording is actually saying, I know that I am never alone. But this week you may feel that. You may have a point where you just think, oh, I just feel I want to talk with somebody, because he's about communication. I want to tell them my good news, and it's maybe not feeling, depending on the news, who I want to talk to. So there can be an awareness of either something missing, because but that's also about recognizing as well your truth, what's important to you. So you need to be aware that maybe you do miss somebody, or you do miss someone, or you miss a certain lifestyle, and how best can you move towards making yourself feel complete again in your life. Because she's all about stability, security, and making yourself feel good. So be aware of that. Just be aware you may feel a little bit alone or isolated at some point this week, and let me know how that pans out for you. So okay, so I'm going to move on to Pisces now. Angels, spirits, guys, can we have some cards for Pisces, please? Pisces, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather today, so I'm keeping this short and sweet. I will be putting on the monthly readings for all the zodiac signs over the next 2 days, so you will have that as backup. Excuse me. So, angel, spirits, guys, let's have 3 cards, please, for Pisces. Ace of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles, and the Sun. Okay, so interesting that these 2 cards are Pentacles, and yet they mean completely different things. But the Sun, thankfully, lifts and overrides the 5 of Pentacles here. But this is, the 5 of Pentacles is all about mindset. And this card is all about achievement. So this is saying that in regards to work or energy, or where you're really trying hard, it can be doing things for other people. It can be maybe about caring for somebody in a helpful way. I don't mean a loving way. So you may be giving somebody support, but you may feel really unappreciated. The 5 of Pentacles is that energy of lack, when something's missing. I'm doing all of this, I'm putting all this time in, I'm really trying, I'm putting all this energy, and do you know what? I'm getting squat in return. So it's a feeling. It doesn't actually mean it's real. Or you need to examine to a certain degree how much you need to hear some words. Think about it, just but don't stay in that energy, because it's not beneficial to you. It's not helpful. Lack attracts more lack. So be aware of your thoughts and try and overcome them, because the Ace of Pentacles is really about achieving mastery and being recognized and being good at something. So your time will come, because you're moving into the Sun energy, and this is about cycles. So you may be stuck in a cycle of thinking, I'll never get recognized, they will never acknowledge it, they'll never do this. You know, it's quite a catastrophic long-term thinking card. They will never, as if we control everyone's thoughts and are privy to their thoughts as well. So you're moving out of that energy into seeing results. This is a card of huge potential. It's growth, it's energy, it's happier times coming in. So you may have felt really up again. You might have known better days and then known some lean times. Just know that you're moving into a better period altogether, with huge energy, huge potential, huge growth, development. So it can be the beginning of a complete different period coming in for you, which is great. So Pisces, an emphasis this week for you on the material things of life, and the things that we need to maybe survive. And this card would be saying to you, hang on in there. Don't keep feeling it'll never come right, because by God, it is coming right. So let's pull a soul card for you, Pisces. And can I just add that if you're enjoying these readings at all, can you please like, share and subscribe? That would be really, I'd really appreciate that. Thank you. Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Right. So there's 2 things going on here. This is about trying to achieve a dream, but also goal setting, doing visualization, get clear about what it is you want to achieve, which you will achieve, but don't block it with negative energy, thinking, oh, it's never going to come right, and I don't have the perfect relationship, and I don't have the perfect man or woman beside me, and I don't have the perfect kids, and I don't have the perfect home, and I don't have the perfect life. Don't get stuck in that, because you're really moving in. You're moving on. You really are moving on. So use your imagination to help manifest this. Bring it in a bit quicker rather than later, and shift that energy. So there you are for this week. Pisces, let me know how that pans out for you. And I'll speak to you next week. Take care. Bye.